Hi, this is one of my favorite books called Where the Wild Things Are. It's a story and pictures by Maurice Sendak. Where the Wild Things Are. Now look at these guys here on this side. Look like monsters to me. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. Look at the mischief he's making. Nails in the wall, and another up chasing the poor dog with a spoon. Who knows what she's going to do with that? And his mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said to his mother, "I'll eat you up." And so he was sent to bed without eating anything. Look at him in his room. There's his bed, nothing's there. That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. Oh, look at all the trees in his room. Wow, that's impressive. And grew even more trees, and they get bigger. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines, all these vines up here, and the walls became the world all around. And the ocean tumbled by with a private boat, see, a private boat with his name on it, Max, and he sailed off through the night and the day. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. Now see, here's the first wild thing. Looks like a dinosaur maybe. Or maybe even a dragon. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars and gnashed their terrible teeth and rolled their terrible eyes and showed their terrible claws. Claws, and the eyes, and the teeth. Till Max said, "Be still," and tame them with the magic trick. He has a magic trick for all of these wild things. And staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Oh look, they were frightened. They're not so strong and awful now. And made him king of all the wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. Rumpus means like, let's have a party. And look at, they're dancing. See them all dancing? There's Max in the middle dancing. Oh, and now they're hanging from trees, all of them. There's Max again, hanging from trees. And here's another one where they parade. They have a parade, and he's on the back of one of them, and he has his little scepter, which is like showing he's the king, and he has a little crown on that shows he's a king. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. Oh, he did the same thing to them that was done to him. And Max, the king of all the wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried, "Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so." And Max said no. He's back in his boat, and they all want him to stay. And the wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into a private boat, there he is, in his private boat, and waved goodbye. And sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through the day. And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper was waiting for him. Look at that, on the table was his supper. Looks like maybe a bowl of soup, and some milk, and some bread. And it was still hot. I hope you enjoy this book as much as I did. It's a great book. I read this to my children when they were small. Thank you.